Hello, my name is John McDaniel, and I am in the political section here at the Embassy in Vienna, and I'm going to talk about my home state of Texas. Also known as the Lone Star State. It's the second largest state in the country with the second largest population in the country. You may hear people in the United States tell you that Texas feels like it's its own country. And that is probably because it used to be. Texas was an independent nation for 9 years back in the 19th century. Texas has two of the largest 7 cities in the United States, Houston and San Antonio. It has one of the largest metropolitan centers in the country, Dallas-Fort Worth. Texas has a thriving cultural center in its state capital, Austin. Many films are made in the city, musical bands are discovered, and Austin is home to many artists. A short list of artists and performers include Willie Nelson, Buddy Holly, Tina Turner, ZZ Top, and Steve Martin. Texas also has just about every kind of geographic feature: beaches, forests, plains, deserts, mountains, lakes, and rivers. In fact, often Texans forget that there are other countries or even other states out there. The name of Texas originates from a Caddo Native American word meaning friend. It has a long history with 6 flags being raised over the state. Those flags are the Old Spanish flag, the Old French flag, the Mexican flag, the Independent Texas flag, the US flag, and the Confederate flag. Texas was sparsely populated until Mexico agreed to allow Americans to settle its northern territory. This ultimately led to a revolutionary victory by Sam Houston, the first president of Texas, as well as the iconic battle for the Alamo in San Antonio. After the Civil War, the ranching industry exploded and the state's image as home to cowboys and cattle ranchers was born. Although the legendary cattle drives, as reenacted in the movie City Slickers, were short-lived, the image still transcends the state. Texas was later transformed by the discovery of oil at Spindletop in 1901, adding the oil derrick as yet another famous Texas symbol. To this day, the fictional J.R. Ewing from the TV series Dallas is one of the most popular Texans. In 1961, the Johnson Space Center in Houston opened, which later played an instrumental role in the US moon landing in 1969. Texas has its share of important historical figures. 2 presidents were born in Texas, Dwight D. Eisenhower and Lyndon Baines Johnson. Eisenhower was the supreme commander of the Allied forces in World War II, and LBJ was the president who pushed through the momentous 1964 Civil Rights Act that brought the US on the road to equality. 2 other presidents have Texas roots: George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush. So where do I fit into this picture of Texas? Like many Texans, my parents were attracted to the state's opportunities. My father worked as a chemical engineer. After moving around, my parents settled on a suburb of Dallas called Plano. Now Plano is the 9th largest city in the state with about 260,000 people. Growing up in Texas, you quickly learn what is the most important thing in the entire state: American football. While the Dallas Cowboys remains America's team, Texans focus their passion on high school football. You may be familiar with the book Friday Night Lights, which then became a movie and then a TV series. Although some of the storylines may have been a bit Hollywood, life in a Texas high school was pretty accurately portrayed. I also have to mention the great universities in Texas. Of course, the students and alumni will rave about the school's football prowess, but universities like the University of Texas, Rice, and Texas A&M, where I went to school, are recognized internationally for their great academics. Finally, there is one more word to associate with Texas: big. When you are in Texas, you will discover that everything is bigger. Cars, food, universities, you name it. It's just part of the Texas mentality. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Texas and hope that you will get a chance to experience it one day. You may not need a cowboy hat, but you may need some cowboy boots or even a belt buckle.